What's up, everybody? I hope you're all having a good week. So far, it's starting out great for me. Hit 4,000 4,000 followers on Instagram today, so that's really cool. Appreciate all you guys that follow me there. I also am on my way right now to pick up the car from Getty Graphics, so really stoked. This is my first car that I've had wrapped. Everything else that I've had has just been painted or just factory color with some stickers on it, but this is the first like livery that I've had, so really hyped. Getty Graphics, they do great work. They really hooked it up this year too, so really stoked on it. Should be really sick. So I'm gonna go there and get a video of the car and of myself walking in and seeing it. So yeah, I'm really stoked on this. So we're almost there now, so I'll get a video of it here in just. All right, we're at Getty Graphics, about to walk in. I don't know where the car is, but see how it looks.
How you doing?
How'd it come out? Is it sick?
It's incredible.
Hold on, I gotta take a video of you coming in. You can't go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Stay right
This is my homie Junior. You guys have seen him before. He loads all this up. Oh, I see a little bit of it. All right. Holy fuck. Yo. That's fucking sick. Holy shit. Jake. Looks so good, dude. Oh yeah. Dude is badass. I can't believe the way that the car came out, guys. I'm absolutely beside myself. It looks so sick. I'll take more video and picture of it, just walking just around it, but I'm so blown away. Jake at Getty Graphics did such a good job, beyond my expectations. It came out absolutely fucking killer. It's so good. I can't. I'm blown away. It came out so good. I just am beside myself. I can't wait. I'm going to grab some dinner right now, and when I get back, I'm just gonna stare at it for a few, I think. All right, so I got the hood vents all cut out on the hood. They came out sick. This looks so awesome. So originally in the livery, these were stickers. So this was like one whole piece, and then these were all little stickers. But I decided to make them hood vents because I don't really like the regular hood vents that everybody puts on them, and it takes away the whole center of the hood, which is good for, you know, sponsors. So yeah, did that. I'll post a picture of the actual like graphically designed livery, but the whole side of the car, all of the stuff that was going to be white is chrome. So Fuel Lab, Weld racing wheels, Vibrant back there, it's all chrome, and then obviously my big Lucier Motorworks. That was kind of my idea. When I found out it wasn't going to be one giant sticker, I asked them if they could do it in chrome, and they said absolutely. So huge thanks to Getty Graphics. Make sure you guys go follow their Instagram, their Facebook page. They do really nice work. Boats, cars, work trucks, pretty much anything you need. If you're looking for any vinyl, they'll take care of it. So I've got to figure, I gotta go find my list and figure out where to go next. That was huge, getting those hood vents done. They came out sweet, really stoked on them. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this either, but this is kind of my new logo that I'm gonna have for my racing program. 6'4". I've got a long neck. Everybody calls me a giraffe. I might as well embrace it, right? So I'm gonna have little stickers at any events. When you guys, if you guys see me at an event, make sure you ask for one. And yeah, and there's a couple other things. I've got my mirrors and my headlight covers. They didn't quite get to those, so I just figured I'd paint them. That way I could get them on the car real quick. But yeah, so I've got to keep moving along on some stuff, but we're getting rolling. It's got like no time. It's Wednesday, so I've got tomorrow to finish the car and pack the trailer, get everything ready. I've got to mount tires. I've got to get sway bars in this thing. I've got so much to do. It's crazy, but we're gonna make. So we are at Turbo Mike's. We are getting ready to get on the dyno with the car soon. He's been running around like crazy. I've been running around like crazy. I'll post a couple clips of what I had going on earlier. Basically the rear diff plate that I got from FDF, I didn't mount it the way FDF does. So I basically went to their plate. However, that plate was flexing a lot, so I ended up having to remake some mounts. I'll drop a clip for sure so you guys can see what I had to do. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna get this thing on the dyno here in a little bit. Fingers crossed everything goes. Well, I was supposed to be leaving, but we were loading it in the trailer and the rear diff was moving all over the place. So here I am building a new diff bracket. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're adding a brace to go back to the subframe, and then I'm gonna add a gusset off of this to go down to here, and that'll prevent it from rocking, and we still retain the other one. So hopefully that.
I understand what they're talking about.
So yeah, just whip these diff brackets up. They're gonna bolt to the subframe. We got 2 bolts, one on either side of these 2 plates. Should hold the diff to the actual subframe instead of just this plate, and hopefully it'll be good. All right, so I haven't really been keeping you guys updated, but we've got the base tune done on 93. It made 455 on gate spring on 93. We got it tuned. It made like 480 on ethanol on gate spring, and he just put 30% in the gate on the Mac valve, and it made 578. So this thing should make good power. Here we go, 8500. What the fuck? Thank you guys. What's up, guys? I'm back a little bit now. I'm sorry, it's been a long, crazy couple days. So, car made 580. I think I either have a fuel pump that's a little weak or I got something going on with the fuel lines. I'm not entirely sure, but we ran out of fuel at 580. So Mike pulled back a little timing, pulled back a little fuel, kept it safe. Or we ran out at like 620, I think, but we pulled it back just so it would be safe. He created a sick anti-lag tables and everything that seemed to work really well. Anti-lag is insanely aggressive. So, but right now we are at Drift the East with the car. So I'm here to test. So I'm getting my shoes on right now. I'm going to drive it around the pits a little bit, check the brake bias, and go from there. So I'm going to make a lap here soon. Alright everybody, so Tuesday night, I'm editing this video now. As you can see, car's running, driving, tuned, drifts. Had apparently no caster in it when I first put it together, or when I got it on the got it on track. Realized that real quick, so I put like a round and a half in the front of the control arms to move them forward. Car felt way better. Ended up putting another round into the back of them to bring it even more forward. That felt great. Ended up having alignment done today. We were only off by like 1/4 of a degree on the caster. So after I made the adjustments at the track. So really cool that was that close. Still felt really good. Couple slight issues we had. The PDM keeps, I believe, tripping the overload protection for the fuel pumps. So as fuel pressure rises, or as you're in boost, fuel pressure is going to rise because it's a 1-to-1 boost controller, or 1-to-1 fuel pressure regulator. So 1 pound of boost raises fuel pressure 1 pound. So as you raise fuel pressure, the pumps are going to work harder. So it's definitely probably what we got going on as it keeps tripping the overload protection. So I got to figure that out. Secondly, lastly, alternator wasn't charging at idle. I had too big of an alternator pulley on it to, because of the RPMs we're turning this motor, the alternator pulley had to be bigger so it didn't explode. So I think I put too big a one on. So today I got a 3-inch one, 3-inch alternator pulley versus 3.5. seems to idle, charge at idle. So hopefully that solves that issue. It also chucked the belt right at the end of the day. But yeah, I ended up getting the car to feel really good. Yeah, I ended up chasing my buddy Richie towards the end of the day, and then the belt let go. So unfortunately, didn't get a whole lot of chase laps in, but the car felt fairly similar to the way it did when it was stock, just with way more power. It also felt like it had more grip. So should be pretty dialed for Pro-Am. I'm hoping to get another test day in here somewhere before Pro-Am, but we'll see. I honestly don't know. I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Next one, we're going to kind of go over my program a little bit. I'll show you the trailer. Obviously, you guys probably seen my truck, but I'll show you my big trailer, and yeah, just talk about the program a little bit. I think kind of have more of a heart-to-heart than a build, because we haven't had that yet. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of just a lot of stuff thrown in there. I didn't record a ton, didn't record nearly as much, but car sounds crazy. It drives awesome. Seems pretty reliable. So let's just hope it does me well. But that's gonna do it. Appreciate you guys. Peace.